Okay, so watch how this plays out. Here I am, minding my own business. Watch what it's going to do. You'll see. All these people are going to come like you'll see. Watch the numbers shoot up. Especially when I'm going. I haven't gone live regularly for a few days, so I need to bounce back. And actually, I was doing quite well in that live, but it was a test video. I'm testing. I was doing quite well in that live, oops, doing a bit of a test. Hold on. So I'm trying to watch and see what happens. I know I haven't actually come on in some time. Um, I'm what do you call it? What's the word? What's the word for it? I'm obsessing right now. So so it was, well, at least OBS, they did find OBS. I did have interaction. So that was a good thing. So yeah. So yeah, I mean it's insane. So OBS, they found me and was like, oh, but what is it that is so different from OBS, going live OBS through my computer versus going live through the phone? It's it's maddening. And I probably messed up the system. I'm always looking for like that scientific proof. Yeah, I am a Gemini rising, so I take things apart, and my issue is putting it back together again. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna like wait and I'm gonna try to relax. I'm obsessing right now, and I kind of want to see. See, there it goes, and there it is. That's what I'm talking about. Now there's 5 people. See, that's the difference between OBS. Even so, either means I know people, like some people will see me and then they'll come in, but I also have to like invite people to the studio performance. I guess this is it makes sense in a crazy social way because I can now like say hello to you. Like, hi, hey John, good to see you, good to speak with you. Hello, 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 hey, hello, hello. Yeah. So I hope you, John, are having a great day. I'm trying something out and I'm obsessed. I'm in my obsession mode. When I get obsessive, I start taking things apart. Yeah, I'm obsessing pretty bad right now. I'm trying to understand like what is the difference between, like there's a huge difference I've noticed interacting with you through the phone. I feel like it's on a video call, man. I'm just like, ugh. I feel like it's a video, like it's on video call or something. But then OBS, I mean, people are they come in. Well, one person came in or 2 people, but not like this. It shot up 11 views. Now people are seeing me. Y'all are chatting with me. Said hi, Crystal. Hi, 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 everybody. Yeah, hello to everyone. I hope you all are having a interesting day, a great day. Yeah, I'm over here tripping. This is what happens when you know, when like you, I'm saying too much now. This is what happens when you go when you abstain from things. Then you got to find something to preoccupy that obsession, and so it happens. It hits me where I start obsessing, being obsessive on things, and like for me, it's this. I'm trying to understand what's the difference between going live through my phone and going live through the studio, because the studio is it's that's where the fun is. I can, do all kinds of things, but I have to invite people there. It's not that they don't see it, I guess. It's just that, like, if somebody, turned up, said hello, and said and thank, was very grateful. So I'm trying to figure it out. So I kind of rambling now. I didn't come. Okay, I did not come with a. I didn't come with a show in mind because I set it for the 10th. I was gonna do it yesterday, but then I said, why? What's the big rush? It doesn't start until Sunday. So I'm giving you all a couple of more days. You'd like to figure it out. You're kind of having the worst day. Ah, boy, you're having a worst day. Well, I hope you have a better day. Start having a good day, a better day. Let's have a better day. Oh, I have a good message for you. Upcoming, something new is moving your way. Um, Try to hold on to that reality. Hold on to what is moving in your direction. Something that you're going to say, finally, I need to get to work, or finally, the path of the road is very like crystal, practical, and with great mental clarity, intellectually, just rational. Like there's nothing else or better to do but to go this road. I like to think of like fails. Like you've done everything and it's failed, failed, failed until it worked. Now that you're at the path that works, like right now, I'm struggling with you all right now. I'm thinking, why won't y'all come to the studio? I'm like, and my brain is processing it like my poor human brain is blowing up. It's saying it's the same thing. It's like, just go by the phone and stop, obsessing. Just do the process. So yeah, so you do that. Yes, it feels like because my human brain is saying, but all this time I've been doing it this other way, and you feel like crap. You're like, when I feel crappy, just put that to the side, and as I say, hone in, zero in on the future. That's what you want to do. Zero in, hone in on the future. On your future, the possibility for something wonderful to happen for yourself. By the way, it's got to be this week. It's this upcoming week that it will happen, though. It's going to be, it would have to be. I know that, practically, no, it says Sunday, okay? It says the 10th. Today is Friday, the 10th is Sunday. And by the way, Sunday is the top of the week, and it could mean that you get an email, it could mean that you're in conversation. And people do work on Sundays. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind and go forward with that. In other words, whatever it was time to do, it's time to do it fully. Commit to it. Stay committed, be committed, you'll enjoy it. Yeah, you're going to enjoy it. Um, I went live through the studio and like 9 people, like, well, hold on. Oh no, the average was like 9 minutes or something like that. Here I've reached 17 views. 17 views. That's huge. That's a big deal. Um, does 17? There's nothing wrong with 17 views. 17 views is rather nice. 21 views. So like people are finding me. They're hanging out. It's kind of just have to find my way. But at the same time, remember, it could be someone who's like, what makes this one so special? I'm like, Don't worry about what I'm doing spiritually. Find others who maybe who haven't ever heard of what affirmations. They've never heard of attraction. You don't have to teach it to me. Find someone to teach it to. You don't have to. You don't have to like you know throw other authors and books into my chat box. You don't have to do any of that. No, you could create a space where people can find you. I mean, unless that's just your intentions, but because I did catch, I read it, but I don't think that well, it wasn't relevant to our conversation. So, which was you assume that I was probably speaking to metaphysics and I don't know what I'm talking about, but I hold degrees in metaphysical sciences and also am a I work for expert professional psychic companies, the biggest, the best, the baddest. I'm also high tier. So yeah. hmm And I also have my own way. Like people have their way. They put it in a book. Like people create their affirmations with me just by talking with me, and there's no charge for that. I don't charge them for that. It just happens naturally. They start to attract for themselves, and I help them to reshape their mindset, their focus, and moving in the direction that's to bring into the reality the things that they want. So yeah, so I don't need cover. I just thought I'd put that out there ever so lightly. I don't need cover. You don't have to cover me. I don't need covering. Oh, by the way, uh, Michelle Knight is one of the five famous psychics who I work with right now, and she just released another book. Her team sent me an email because I work with her clients because, like, especially now, I mean, she's doing a book launch, and yeah, I can actually share that book launch with you all. I don't know how in the world I forgot. So she has a book out though. One of a celebrity psychic whose team I'm a part of psychics. Yeah. So let me go grab it. I'll go grab it really quick. The email. It is here. It is from the team that I'm associated with, Michelle Knight Book Launch, and it is called "The Power of You: Manifest Your Wildest Dreams in 7 Steps," and you can get it right now from Amazon. So yeah. hmm So um. So yeah, you can actually do that. Okay, so my numbers shot up. The good thing is, okay, so I had a 9 minute duration with one person, and that was when I went live through my studio. And this one I have, well, 27 views. So, um, so I guess the duration of time spent, I don't know which one is better. I'm trying to weigh it out. I like both of them actually. Uh, and yeah, so people, I guess, they have to kind of find the studio, I guess. I have work to do. I'm just trying to figure it all out. I'm trying to make sense of all this. But anyways, while you all are trying to like leave books, in which the system caught it, I work with a team of psychics. Michelle, one of the psychics whose clients I work with is called Michelle Knight. Michelle Knight. So Michelle Knight, she is done a book launch. So, and you can grab that book from Amazon. It's The Power of You, colon, manifest your wildest dreams in 7 days. So, yeah. So there you go. You can check her book out on Amazon. Hmm. Okay. And I'm gonna quietly just obsess a little bit. I guess I will go live. I guess through do my studio. I'll do the studio, and I will uh, do go. I guess go live through my phone and kind of let people know. Um, I just use both mediums. I guess I just do both. Okay, I just do both. Yeah, but yeah, Michelle Knight's book is the title sounds amazing. I love the title. Learn to manifest in 7 ways. Power in you, empowering others. I love that. I like as my clients become more powerful, they say to me, "I won't have to rely on you as much," and I'm saying, "Well, other future conversations we will have, it'll be new, but we won't be talking about this conversation for the next 6 months." Isn't that amazing? They'll have this one that's like, okay, I'm on to something else, something new. So that's the way that I like to think of uh, people. Like, yeah, they don't have to like ride it out with me for for all of their lives, an eon, to get to the directions that they're wanting to go. You don't have to sacrifice your time. In fact, this more gets you out of the habit of, maybe isolating or connecting with someone who you may follow. It could be like because a lot of I naturally I'm going to be compared to others, and they said like I don't want to lose you, but like you are the best. like, but there's you and one other person, but you just seem to do something different about the way you deliver your messages. So the warm, I make women feel comfortable. I know I make men feel comfortable. That's a no-brainer. Yeah, when women feel like it's gonna be okay. That they whatever they need to face today or tomorrow, they can do it. So that's the kind of response that I get from women and men as well. Men always chill with me. They always relax. Unless they're test reading and they're faking. I mean, yeah, they're faking it, but then they realize, wait a minute, you're for real. Like they'll do the whole. I'm just being difficult and being a skeptic. They're like, whoa, you're real. Like I'm just messing with you, man. You're like, yeah, I know. I'm just letting you know that since you're paying for the call, it's not a joke. But we thank you for, of course, your time and your money. Well, paying for the service. They're not. It's not free money. But I want to leave them the impression that this was not a line where you call, you got a little money on hand, and it's funny to talk to a psychic. Psychics, yeah, yeah, right. That's not what this line is. They find out very quickly, like within the first minute, that oh boy, you're the real deal. You're the real McCoy. You're the real deal. Like, yes, I am. I am the real deal, the real McCoy. So, I'm always trying to, get people to see that side of the spirit world. Hmm. So I guess, okay, I like going live through my phone, but my studio, like, I get like long duration because the fact that it's a show and I'm like clicking from images and it's very interactive. So I imagine that people love the endless long form content. So I will have to do the studio, but I like this one, the phone, because it feels like new people come in, and when new people are arriving, also I'm getting like views. I'm getting new views. So that's some of the things that is transpiring. This is what's new. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it's shot up. Okay, how okay, so like 30 people, I guess. That's the right one. Yeah, so that's crazy. Like so many people come by way of the phone. But I get longer duration whenever I do the shows. It's like when I do the shows, longer duration, it works perfect. So I guess I have to figure out a way to incorporate both. I guess I have to do both. Figure it out. I will figure it out. It'll come together. I'm sure. Um, oh gosh. Okay. I can. I think I'm ready to stop obsessing as much. It'll be okay. At least I know that definitively I have whatever I needed to latch onto, whatever plug I needed to free up the traffic to flow. I've got it. I've got the sweet something. The sweet something. I got it's working. Views are going up, watch hours are going up. That means the channel is growing. Good. And people are chatting and good. Yay. I'm being positive about this. Yay. Be positive. Be positive. Be thankful. Thank you. I'm being positive. Thank you. I'm being grateful. I can come in and do the work that I enjoy. Um, thank the universe. And in the past few days, guess what? This is gonna sound nutty. I'm okay. So I'm a bit stranded on an island, so to speak. So when I work, like I have this phone, right? For example, it's very basic. It's not. I'm not. At least one of my companies, which is my primary company that I do business with, the one with the famous psychics. I have to have a phone line, a landline, number one, and it has no features. It's just basic. You just get through. Makes it easier. The issue is that it's a landline, and I'm not permitted. Let's say modernization to use your cell phone to work with. That means, no going outside, no taking a bus ride, train ride, trip. Because I love like airports. I love to go to like the what do you call those places? Like the lounge, and get plugged in and um, do chat readings, and do readings and things. I love that. I love that so much. So, not able to do that. Of course, I will one day do it all again, because I was meditating. I was like, but it's like, what happens if your YouTube channel allows you to do the work that but this time you don't have human beings, kind of like, they'll be behind the curtain, kind of wanting to mess with you. So now that they're out of the way, they're like, oh, look at that sweet boy, like he's getting praises. Now that okay, so when that all that's removed, right? Like these professionals, the ones I'm with now, they just let me do my work. But even regardless of where I stand with them, because You know, it's neither of the companies are as that demanding that, you know, I'm needed all the time here. So I would be able to get back here to fulfill my contractual duties. But what happens? But it's like, no, no, it's not happening yet. That none of that is, but that's not what, but they say, but what if? What if it starts to happen again? So I'm like, yeah, 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 yeah. But like, but I don't know, like, where would I be going? Because so then I said, well, you know, that's when you might, you know, get to do the venues. So anyway, I was thinking about that over the past few days while I've been away from. I unplugged from everything. I haven't. I took sort of like a few days off because yeah, the fact that the channel's growing kind of messing with my brain. So my brain is like my creative self is starting to want to create a game, and I'm like, now it's getting interesting. Now it's getting fun. So anyway, I'm thinking about that. It's on my mind. I promise you, it's on my brain, and I'd love for that to come together. Oh, by the way, I had moved the dates up. The one that's because I put it on the day begins. The 8th is the cusp, so it's like as early as today, but I want to be like accurate, like based on the number, the date on the calendar. So, and how it matches up mathematically. I uploaded a thumbnail so you could actually see the thumbnail. And if I'd known now, if I'd known yesterday, 2 days ago, a few days ago, what I know now, I probably would have said, "Hey, I'm gonna do this live. Uh, here's the link. This such time. Come by and be amazed." But I wasn't thinking, so I guess that's how I will invite people to the studio live, so that you can make it. So that you can make it. So I'll know this to do this in the future. So we're definitely gonna do this in the future. What's to come, and it will be something that I think people will like really, like truly resonate with. They'll resonate. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. They will resonate with it. Oh, hmm. I want this showing there. Let's see. So it's 30, so like 30 views. So it's from it. I had like 30 views. 30 views is not that bad, actually. 30 views is okay, considering I'm growing. So that's what that is. So that's what that represents. So like 28 minutes, 28 minutes, 39, yeah, 30 minutes in and 30 views. Um, watch time, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. I mean, that's got me kind of, I'm kind of perplexed about how time works. Um, Gosh, just, why can't it just be the like, why can't I just, can I just put it together? No, like, no. Can't just put them together, man. No, they just can't put them together like that. So it's kind of a bit of a juggle. It's a bit of a juggle, but I'm not gonna let it bother me. Hmm. Oh boy, let me see. What else? Is there anything else? So you all are not. Some of you all not having a good day. I'm having a interesting day. I'm obsessing really bad. I'm obsessing over what's like the differences between things. What's going on? Um, my clients are probably not. Well, they'd say they're not doing well. That's because they want to talk to me. But I think then I explain that why they're doing well, and then they'll say, "Now that I've talked with you about it, I feel better." So I can see why they're gonna I they're gonna get me tomorrow. Tomorrow I definitely have to uh, be available, which is nice. It's not a big deal. No, nothing wrong with that. That's what I kind of want. I want to be busy. Yeah. But before going into this, I just want to make sure. I wanted to make sure that as I start this journey, this fly is going to get on my nerves. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that I'm also going live, and it's going to disturb, I guess, some people because, yeah, a lot of people will come in, but also I will most likely, like, it's be easy for me to be on a phone reading for like 2 hours. So that's going to be like insane, the fact that I'm working while you all are trying to interact with me through live, and you might feel like, oh, this is how your room is going to be run, like watching you interact with people on the phone. That wasn't what it was intended for. It was intended to show off my abilities, and it works better when I have a studio because I can preoccupy you with videos. I can do things for you in the studio. So, yeah, I might go live. Definitely, I think I have to figure out something with the studio going live and then interacting with you all, hanging out, and then trying to do the same, like, with my phone, get connected with you all. I'll have to figure that out somehow. Or like just go live to the phone and you just have to bear it. I can just try to interact with you the best that I can. So I got to think about that aspect. Um, yeah. But anyway, so that means, yeah, you're on my mind. You were on my mind over the past few days, and um, I don't fully understand this side. I guess that's what makes it interesting or exciting a little bit even. That I don't. There's so much about this YouTube thing I don't understand. Um, but it's a journey, and another part, little bitty part of the journey, is now open to me. So it's allowing me to, like, right now I can, with my phone I can see where people are engaging or interacting, but through the OBS, not so much. It's like, but they hang out with me. I mean, like, for a long time. So, hmm that's the thing. So I guess I need to do something with the live. I need to do something with the live OBS. By the way, that's the system the studio that I like. I like OBS, and there's no like watermark or anything like that. So yeah, I like the fact that it's no watermark. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So yeah. All right. Okay, I'm much calmer now, everybody. Thank you so much for your time and hanging out with me. Um, I need to invest in. I need to invest in a little. They have, what do you have, those little what do you call it? It's those little bitty air conditioners for this office space, because although it's cool in the other part of the home, but when I close the door, it gets hot in here. I like to close the door because I feel like I like to hear my, it's like my voice, my mind is bouncing off the walls, like I'm in the center of the room, and I love that feeling. So I always close the door regardless of how warm it is. But yeah, it gets a little warm. But I found the perfect solution. They have uh, those little um, air conditioning device. It's very small, and it will cool the room down in 5 minutes. That's what they're saying. So I'm gonna definitely invest in one of those. So I know maybe that'll help me, encourage me to want to stay on live longer. And then I won't have to always like apologize for kind of trying to get comfy. It's just room temperature. I like slightly above room temperature. Actually, I like cold, cool. It's just room temperature, because room temperature, if I get animated or if I start talking with people, yeah, I get active, and plus it's an exercise for me. Every time I'm on the live, it feels like exercise. So I get so animated. I'm like, so about that, by the time I do all that, I am like stretched. I'm my muscles are warmed up. I'm perspirating. Yeah. So not that that's a bad thing. I'm not bad off. I'm not terrible. Yeah. It's good. But nice smile, skin's nice. Yeah. So other than other than that, yes, it feels like you're ready. Like you're ready, inside and outside, for something good thing to happen. Some good thing that must happen. I'm ready. Let it happen. Bring it on. So that's the thing with uh, that. Um, but yeah, I will definitely. Let me see. I absolutely will be going live this weekend for sure. But like Saturday and Sunday, I'll be live. Count on it. And I'll hang out. Sunday is where I know what I'm really gonna talk about. Right now, I'm being obsessed. I'm allowing myself to obsess a little bit. So I'm not gonna shut this live. This was a learning experience. So I'm pretty sure someone will find it useful. You better use it. hmm So yeah, it's the middle of the day. Yeah, so it's the middle of the day. No, actually, well, if I say middle of the day, that's because it takes a long time for night to come. It's like 9 for it to become night. So yeah, it's like after. It feels like afternoon, but it's like after afternoon. Yeah. So, anyways, about 4 more hours. It'll be night, but right now, full on day. You could like literally go for a walk, and I guess you'd be okay if you did. Yeah. Okay, so we got caught up, and I'll stay one more minute. So I'll stay here. Well, I'll say 5 more minutes. I know I should be thinking in terms of an hour, I guess. Long long term, they call it long form content. I know it's like long form. You gotta think long form content. So I'm thinking though along those lines, and gosh, so all gonna come together. Um, you'll see yet another side of the room. Um, well, Saturday, I'm gonna be honest. Saturday, though I'm gonna be here, I'm probably gonna be working. So you'll see that side because I'm getting back into the formalities of things. Um, and then Sunday we'll do an actual show. So Sunday actual show, and Saturday tomorrow, in other words, it's gonna be like, yeah, you better kind of pop in and say hi. And I think I'm going to actually be in do my studio for that one until I've had enough and said, "Where's that traffic at?" I don't know which one is better. You like the views, the views, the traffic and views, or do I like the traffic and the watch hours? I don't know. I need to figure out how to use both. I need to figure that out, and it just hasn't happened for me. I have not figured out how to bridge you all. I'm trying to figure it out. Um, oh my gosh. Okay, 2 minutes. I mean, wait a minute. 3 minutes. 3 minutes in. Oh my gosh. 3 minutes in. Okay, so, okay, I was down for, I don't know if I can, it's too challenging. Another 15 minutes 13 minutes strapped into the seat. Oh my gosh. This would be easier if I were working, but like I'm not working. So, well, I'm working in a different way. I'm working intellectually. Hmm. And um, oh, but I'm not being like well, I am always psychic, but I mean, I'm not doing readings right now. But I will get back to that where they're reaching out and contacting soon. And that'll give me time to find this fly that just want to keep egging me on. It wants to keep trying to get to my nerves. And so it's rather nice that I can get my views in here and say what the things that I want to say, make the connections I want to connect with, do the conversations, enjoy the conversations with others. It's nice. I admit that it is. I like it. There's a part of me that's saying, okay, now try the studio one more time. I'm gonna leave that studio to be at least till tomorrow, and I'll just show back in, or come back and have a little conversations and start talking again. My gosh, more and more is happening today than than ever before. Moving into this activity space, I'm so looking forward. for becoming doing a lot of things. That's why I wanted to take away from the work because other people they're obsessing because they're waiting for next week and they're reaching out and I'm like, look, it doesn't start until the 10th. So I'm like, actually, that's a good idea. Take a few days off until things start to happen and then come. Then they can get the rundown on everything from me. So that's the way I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it exactly like that. So that's why tomorrow, um, yeah, come see me work. Come see how I work and listen, figure it out. I'll try to do half and half. Like I'll do first one. I'll probably go through the studio, I guess, or either one. It doesn't matter which one I do first. So I might go live again through the phone, this format, and then flip over and go over to. I'll be sure to add the link to for that show for the next show. Same channel, different stream. For some, because yes, I just have to do it that way. And then I'll do the studio, and you will have access to the between that whatever the times. I usually at least minimal live to 3 p.m. That's 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So yeah, so Central Standard Time, 3 p.m. is I'm usually still on, but on my way out. Because that's when I can officially log out for the next work that I'm going to be doing for USA. So it's early. Yeah, that's a bit tricky because I want to start at early, very early. I won't even say when, but very, very early. But um, nonetheless, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, I will be here. Whatever then you can match up whatever the time zones, wherever you are, you can find your time zone. But yeah, I'm will definitely be 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. That is to 3 p.m. But I'm intending I want to come in much earlier than 10, so I can have time to mope about. Look, it's doing it again. The numbers are doing this, and this is that. Can make in comparison. So yeah, so that'll be that time. And again, it's for work. So yeah, you'll see me working actually, but you'll get to have a chance to see how I work. So when you can see how I work, then you can determine for yourself, like where you might fit into the space, or if you don't want to at all, that's okay. Like if this is way too kind of like too serious, I guess, that's okay. Like you can just pop in from time to time. Like, like just come back and say hi from time to time. Um, and then maybe there'll be something that interests you much later. That may happen. Yeah. So, what else? Okay. Well, we are 48 minutes in. I can hang out for another 10 minutes. Not a problem. I'll stick it out for another 10 minutes and I will be refreshed, trust. I went walking and did a little few errands today. So yeah, definitely will come back around. I'll come back in the morning, but I'm gonna be nice and cooled off and refreshed. It'll be cool in the morning as well, so I'm gonna make sure of that. I'm gonna make you know. So at least you'll get depending on how early you get here, you'll get a much more cooled. I'm relaxed, but goodness gracious, that little air conditioner that they're advertising on TikTok is looking better and better every day. It's you know, if I open up this door and just let the air come, cool air come in, that's one thing. But then it's not the same. I like the echo, the hollow sound, the my thoughts bouncing off the walls. You know, so I like to be way in the back, as they say, and close the door, and you know, and nobody bothering me. No one's at the door, and I'm just like, and then there's that feeling like, what if somebody knocks and then you start to talk and then you forget? And I feel this is my way of how I can detach from out there. Except I do have my window, so I can always I look out. I can see what's going on and things. My little window that lets on that nice light, that nice natural light. I appreciate so much. Um, the studio lights are so goodness. They're just kind of heavy and also heavy on the eyes. Of course, it would be better if I would go ahead and just set up my studio like I intended to do last week, uh, which is to utilize this entire section, other half of the room. Um, then because over there I can already see myself being really animated, but yeah, it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm thinking on it. You know, I'm getting it together. It's in my brain. It's in my brain. Just let allow me to stumble in the dark. I love the dark. I like stumbling a little bit, and make it my own. Um, and definitely looking forward to bringing some really good uh, lives over the next day. Uh, yeah, yep. So it'll be interesting. So if you've been meaning to get in here to see where my mind is at, see, so less conversation, big conversation that we were having. Oh, I need to also consider allowing people. Oh, by the way, like, why are you so stressing about OBS and the phone? Well, OBS will allow me to invite people up where you could actually speak and we can have a dialogue rather than you're chatting right in the chat box and we're having a conversation. See, that's one of the benefits of the studio. But of course, people somehow the system gravitates you to here, and all I can do is I can read what you are saying, but then I just say, is that it? I read what you're saying, and um, I just respond to what you're writing. That's what I meant to say. But my studio will allow me to let you up, so you can actually have a voice, and you don't have to, of course, turn on your camera or anything like that. Which is the same features I want to use for like private conversations, because it wouldn't require you to download anything. I don't believe, which is nice. It's just a browser situation. I think because well, it's like that with EVMux, so maybe it's like that with OBS. You don't have to like download anything, so I have to like now I got to make data room for you. No, no, hopefully not. And you don't have to we don't have to exchange phone numbers. You don't have to have my cell phone number. I don't have to have your cell phone number. That I used to with Green. I guess it's called Green Hopper. I guess um, it was like you could get different numbers, including 800 numbers. So there was this sort of like exchange. You got to go through the whole trusting process. Like, okay, I accept, or you're a business. You have integrity. I've worked with you before. Like through that's how way I found you, and I want a reading from you, like a personal reading, and then you're able to exchange. Then there's emails involved, and correspondences, and then setting up times and dates, and sometimes people have to they can reschedule, or or dates are missed, and so yeah, this go like doing private conversations would is definitely going to be better, or psychic readings through my OBS, so that there's you don't have to like we don't have to like exchange email number. Now I do have an email, of course, that's in my, I guess, the description of the channel, where you can reach out through email. So yeah, if you just need to email, you certainly can. If you, of course, you can message, direct message. You can also just put it in the chat box, and I will read it. Yeah. So I mean, it's possible if it's necessary, but through this way, it's not. None of that is necessary. Just simply clicking on. No download necessary. Just clicking on the, I guess, I guess I don't know if it's a request button feature, but anyways, you would be brought up as a guest, and we would just have a conversation. And however that conversation flows, that means you could voice your whatever what's on your mind. Um, because yeah, we was having a very interesting conversation, but whenever I've interacted with like people who are live, the broadcaster, and I'm in the chat box, I like the fact that I'm in a private space, and I like the fact that I'm in the chat box. They don't have nobody has to see me, or just, it's not as energetic and engaging or nothing like that. But I get you. But except one thing, when you're really trying to get noticed, it's yeah, it feels sometimes like I'm just like letting loose on the chat box, and my messages is just like passing by, passing up. So that is like I guess that would be the upper benefits to having the ability to just um, join in the live stream in some way, which OBS, my studio, will allow me to create. So that's one of the many benefits besides the sharing. But I don't want to. This is not like we're debating, what somebody said in the past or something. Nothing like that at all. The conversation was pretty deep, and I can only imagine a person had to having that conversation. A very young person, by the way. I think they said they were 21. Yeah, they were 21 years of age. They're trying to have that intellectual conversation from the chat box perspective. So, I commend them. My phone had shut off when we were having that conversation in the middle of our conversation. They were here the whole time. The person sounded very, very smart. Like getting a nice start on life to add. Um, and yeah, it was pretty interesting. So, but for those who like, if you just have a job and you are like, I cannot be seen, like I'm private, all that. That's okay. I mean, yeah, you could definitely just put it in chat box, and we can have it, just have a conversation from there. Wherever the conversation leads, we'll definitely will keep you in mind. Um, yeah. So yeah, if chat box is better, works better for you, that's fine. Yes, you should be able to just simply chat. So when I think about this in terms of like private sessions with me, I'm thinking, yeah, you need to have a way where people can just chat with you or video chat with you, um, or like a phone, like they just hit audio and they're just on their phone, period. So, but not without the hassle of, oh my gosh, can I like trust you my phone, number, and plus like it's like disturbing my energy by like what like people say like this or like that. But yeah, yet when you do, they put it unless you can create a playlist like for your music. But let's say like myself, who just put like on just everything and anything. That means whenever I want to listen to my music, I have to go bypassing you to get to my music. And so I get it, but then I know people are like, create a playlist, the gall, So I get that as well. They don't want to create the playlist, and that's fine. um, so, anyways, but what time is it? Oh, one more minute. We made it. I made it fully good. I made it completely to my 1 hour. So I will be running off any moment now, and I'll definitely will come back. Thank you for giving me a chance to make a few errors. I enjoyed the live stream, and I love speaking with you again. And golly, my phone is like blowing me up right now. Do I really look like that? Let me see. Let me look into it. I gotta see. Yeah, shoot, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'll be back and enjoy the rest of your day.